COVID-19 detention camps. Kamala Harris resigns. CNN versus Newsmax. Politics on Nickelodeon. Body parts scented candles exploding. Weed for kids. Manbuns. Lizard people. And are we in the Matrix? Plus, which Joe Show guest got arrested? We got all this and so much more to go over today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Woo!
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Oh, yes. Much to go over here today. Happy MLK Day, first and foremost. And this former soldier, this combat war veteran, formerly with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team Strike, 101st Airborne Division Air Assaults, is ready. I'm ready for some real talk. I am ready for some real facts. I am ready for your real opinions. And I'm definitely ready to party with a purpose. Absolutely. What's up, Bay?
Not much.
Bay?
Yeah.
It was a good weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What shirt is that?
No.
Is that a white supremacist shirt? What is that?
No, Zelda.
Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Zelda.
My video game knowledge is off.
What's the last Zelda game you played, Joe?
Probably the Adventures of Link.
Dang,
No,
that
the
was
first
it.
one.
Right?
You mean the NES, the sequel to Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
All I
you
know
mean
is
Zelda 2.
it had a gold cartridge.
Yeah, that was 2.
Yep.
And I would have to...
With the blow in it? Yeah.
Both of them, I think both of them had
Yeah,
gold
number one had a
cartridges.
gold cartridge.
The gold cartridge, yeah.
That was late 80s. So
Lawyer Wayne,
Hey, Joe.
is that an eggplant? What is that
It's a
you
pickle.
have drawn?
It's
a pickle.
Oh, it's a pickle.
It's Pickle Rick.
It's Pickle Rick. Who's Pickle Rick?
You've never seen?
Oh my God.
Never
Pickle
seen
Rick?
Pickle Rick.
Oh,
Nor
man.
have I.
You got to see Rick and Morty. We've been rewatching through the first
I've
3
heard
seasons.
about Rick and Morty.
We just finished last episode of season 3 last night. About to start on season 4. Me and my wife
He
haven't
turned
seen it yet.
himself into a
I turned myself into a pickle, Morty.
Funniest
I'm
stuff I've
Pickle
ever seen.
Rick.
Okay. I'm a little behind.
Yeah.
All right. What's up, Red Pill Jen?
I'm just over here just thanking the sweet Lord that he didn't put headphones on Pickle Rick.
No? Why? What would the headphones look like on Pickle Rick?
I don't know.
I'm taking
Put your
mine.
answers in the comments.
There you go. Good. Thank you, Lawyer Wayne.
James, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing grand. We brought Utopian Harvest today.
We got some Gladiator brew called
yeah.
Utopian
Harvest.
It's got a little, this beer's got a bacon something.
Yeah, it's a little smoky. It's a little oaky. And if you're a bourbon and whiskey drinker, you're going to love Utopian Harvest. Single barrel.
Single
That's
barrel.
it. One barrel a year.
That's what's on.
Yep. It's on reserve.
What's up, Robert? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you?
You're the only one that has to hold your microphone today. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
All right. It's all good.
He's used to holding long, slender things in his hand.
That doesn't make sense to me. What's up, intern Shane?
What's up?
You're, I can't read your shirt.
Oh, this is Fire Force. It's an anime.
Yeah, of course it is.
Because you don't speak Japanese.
Of course it is.
I forgot what exactly they called in Japan, but it does translate to Fire Force in the United States.
It's called a kanji.
That's a lot of
Yep.
Japanese. for
Kanji.
Fire Force.
The only Japanese I know is Cobra Kai. Yeah, never dies. Yeah. Miyagi! That's Hiro's hat, though. That's my impression of Hiro's hat, though. Miyagi, and I'm my friend. Can I do that? Can I do Asian impressions anymore? Is that allowed?
Well, I don't know if you're asking permission or if you're able, but
Yeah,
if it's
it
the
definitely
latter,
sounds like-
you're not able.
This definitely sounds like Stallone.
Oh, okay.
You're doing the Stallone, for sure.
I'm doing Asian Stallone?
Asian
I think you're
Stallone.
just doing Stallone by itself.
Yo, Miyagi. There you go.
Maybe Stallone that had some takeout General Tso
Yeah, yeah,
chicken.
It's like it's attempted racism.
Right,
Yeah,
all
right,
There you go.
yes, poorly executed.
Hey.
You got a couple people from Indiana watching.
Hey, yo, Allie with an eye, you know what I mean? You want to play soccer with me? Oh, Miyagi! Right. Okay, I'll work on my Japanese.
See what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Watch anime. It helped me out.
Okay, no, I'm not watching anime. Hey, thanks for checking us out, okay? And we're about to get into a bunch of topics. And today, we're going to be doing the Wheel of Topics.
Yeah.
We're going to play some News Roulette. News Roulette.
This gonna be fun.
I hope so. Either that or a
it is.
huge failure.
We're about to see.
We're about to see, so do us a favor and definitely write your comments and hit that like button. Hey, if you don't like it, hit the angry face. We don't care. Hit the thumbs down. But definitely share it on your timeline. Help us defeat this shadow ban that the social media platforms have got us on. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Well, let's go to our wheel of
News.
our roulette news.
Roulette news.
Let's see if I got this.
Do you have any blanks on there?
No, I don't shoot blanks. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. What are we going to be starting with first? Oh, it's got sound effects.
Oh,
Nice.
Sounds like Fred Flintstone running, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
The
It's
first
Fred
one.
Flintstone starting his car.
I'm dizzy.
List of heroes.
List of heroes.
Right.
All right, so our list of heroes. This is pretty cool. You know what? I like this. We're starting off with something positive, actually, which is a little change of pace from our last year of broadcasting. Okay, so what do I do? Do I click done? I hide choice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't need it after this. All right, there we go.
Perfect.
There we go. How nice. Great. Okay, I'll get this down soon. President Donald Trump adds to list of American heroes to be honored in the National Garden. I want to find out who you think should be added to this National Garden, which would be a bunch of statues of American heroes. So President Donald Trump today announced dozens of new additions to a list of American heroes that will be honored in a National Garden. Now, Trump, he announced his creation of this National Garden last year. Do you remember he was outside of, and this was going on right after all the statues were being torn down.
Yes, that's right.
And he was out at Mount Rushmore, okay? And he was out there, and he goes, I got a great idea, okay? You guys want to tear down statues? Well, we're going to build new ones, all American heroes, okay? Right.
You're getting really good at that.
Well, I'm glad it doesn't sound like Japanese
I was
Rocky.
just gonna say, way
Just
better
at the
than,
end, you got it. You got it.
Here's some of the, you got John Adams, Sam Adams, Muhammad Ali, all right, Susan B. Anthony, Louis Armstrong, Neil Armstrong, so many names on there, and to include, like, not only just political figures, but sports figures like Kobe Bryant, Herb Brooks, that was the coach for the Miracle on Ice hockey team, 1980. Johnny Cash, Henry Clay, Roberto Clemente, hell of a ball player. Samuel Clemens, also known as
Mark Twain.
Nice job, very good.
I was going to say the. All right.
And look, they even have fake people on here like Davy Crockett.
Hang on a second, sir.
Look,
David Crockett.
Look, he's got more fake people.
Senator David Crockett was a real American hero.
No, there was a TV show.
I'm just over here.
Coonskin cap and all.
I'm just over here laughing at something Joe said before we
And,
went live, and that is that we weren't going to get political today.
But we're going to get political about Davy Crockett. Kentucky and Texas, you're welcome.
Look, here's another fake person, Walt Disney.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so who do you think should be added to this list? Here's the new ones that are being added to it. Amelia Earhart, okay, you know,
Yeah.
the female pilot who failed. Also, Frederick Douglass, the abolitionist. And I'm just kidding. I love the Amelia Earhart story. She looks a lot like Hillary Swank.
Chris Early said Betty White.
Oh my God,
Of
Betty
course.
White. Let me see if she's
she
on the
just
list.
turned 99 the other day too. She's amazing.
What
Thank
has
you
she
for
done that's
being a-
heroic? I'm not saying
She's-
no.
I can answer
I'm
that.
asking for
Okay, that's a good point.
She has seriously. She has made such a huge difference in the world of animal rescue and rehabilitation. And look it up. I'm being completely serious. She's been quoted as saying that the only reason that she has continued to act throughout the years was to fund her animal conservation.
Who submitted that, Shane?
Chris
It was
Early.
Chris Early.
Nice job, Chris. Good job. Okay.
conserving animals.
All right.
Love me.
James, who would you add to the list? American hero that needs to be on this list. I'll tell you if they're on here already.
Okay, is Martin Luther on there? Martin Luther King?
Of course.
Of course he is.
Think of something obscure.
Oh, something obscure.
Just like Betty White, perfect example.
Let's see.
And I think they have to be dead.
Oh, they have to. Well, Betty White doesn't qualify.
Don't
then.
wish that on
Well,
Betty White.
it's 2021.
It's not constructed yet.
If they were to die in 2021, who would you add?
They took away Sean Connery in 2020. Don't take away Betty White this year.
What about? I don't know if he's still alive yet or not. Jim Davis, the creator of Garfield.
I think he's dead, and I think that's brilliant. And let me see if he's on the list. Davis.
I don't think Jim Davis is dead.
Miles Davis is on it.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so good. Jim Davis, nice.
Yeah.
Lawyer Wayne, who would you add?
John Favreau.
John Favreau.
2 things.
Even though he's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iron Man,
He
he directed Iron Man, which kicked off what we think of as the modern Marvel Universe. Completely changed cinematic history. And he made The Mandalorian, which is the first piece of Star Wars thing that I'd seen in so many years, where I got done with it and I was like, oh, it's pretty good. Got no complaints.
You know what? I
That
would
saved Star Wars.
I would second
2
guess it.
major franchises.
I would give you a yay vote on that, only because he did an outstanding job as the best friend in Rudy.
Okay.
All right.
He also directed Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
That's
this
true.
is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
What a contribution.
Are you Googling him?
No.
That's not fun.
No, I'm still on the live page. so-
Everyone knows he did
So
it.
he switched over from IMDb. I'm here.
No, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, Bay.
Kermit the Frog. Yeah,
Kermit the Frog.
Add Kermit the Frog.
the Frog.
Jim Henson.
Okay, so Jim
wait,
Henson.
Jim Henson, or you want Kermit
No.
the Frog specifically?
The Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
Jim Henson version.
The Jim
of
Henson
Kermit.
version
How
of Kermit
is
the Frog.
How is Jim Henson not on this list? Bay, I'm with you.
Oh, he's not?
No, put Jim Henson on this
Yes.
list.
Oh wow, that's a sin to not put Jim Henson on that list.
Right. You got Charlton Heston. You got Patrick Henry. You got Ernest Hemingway. You got no Jim
He
Henson.
did a lot of stuff for kids.
Wait, is Sean Connery on that list?
We could take
Oh,
Hemingway
you should
off
should.
there.
Well, I don't. Connery's not an
He's
American.
not
though.
American.
No,
He's Scottish.
fair.
And most of
but
his
still.
characters weren't American either that he's famous for that I
Right.
can recall.
Your mother, Trebek. Right. What do you got, Red Pill Jen?
How about Harriet Tubman if she's not already on there?
Oh, she's got to be on this.
I'm thinking she's got to be too. But
Yeah. I hope you have a backup real quick.
I did, but now I forgot it. But I'll think of
Okay,
another
Harry S.
one.
Truman,
I got
Sojourner
someone.
Truth, Harriet Tubman.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so
I can't remember her name though. Aunt Jemima. Who was the?
She was
no,
that's a
It's a syrup.
That's a syrup.
yes, but she
lady-
is modeled after the lady.
Gotcha.
Who was one of the first African American female entrepreneurs.
Right,
That is very
right.
true.
And she was an amazing individual. When
Giving-
you read her story, I
But
can't
giving
remember her name.
her time back to her microphone before she was so rudely interrupted, Red Pill Jen.
I'm gonna go with Matt Groening, just because of what he.
Simpsons?
Yeah,
And,
just-
Beavis and Butthead?
Well,
no,
I don't
that was
think
Judge.
That's Matt Judge, right.
Yeah.
No, he made The
Yeah.
Simpsons and
Mike Judge.
Mike
Mike
Judge.
Judge.
That's right.
What
What's
else
the
did Matt
space
Groening?
King of the
Simpsons
Hill.
in space? What was it
Oh,
called?
Futurama.
Futurama, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just because of him bringing animation to
What's his last
mainstream.
name? Groening?
Groening. G-R-O.
Right.
He's not dead.
Right. He's not dead.
Yeah.
All right, so he'll be put on the backup list for when he does die.
The Simpsons will let us know when he's going to croak.
Because of all the predictions that The Simpsons made it. Nice job, Matt Groening. You mastered time travel. Here's your statue.
Here's your sign.
Rob, who do you got?
I want to go with Dolly Parton,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
That's a
but
great
that's
one.
pretty obvious, I would say.
Let me see.
But
If
she's not dead.
yeah, but this is
They don't have to be
this is
dead.
pretty much the backup list for when they do die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
I don't know.
The actor that
Yes, the
Didn't he
actor.
kill himself?
Yeah,
Accidentally?
he's dead.
Allegedly?
Was it?
Well, he's also-
Allegedly.
Wasn't it,
Allegedly,
uh,
accidentally.
Wasn't it like an overdose or something?
He's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
British.
No, Philip Seymour
I
Hoffman.
thought he was
no,
British.
He's American.
Yeah, great actor.
Heath Ledger, we could add him there.
Yeah,
There you
definitely.
go.
He was definitely Australian.
Did you ever see the movie with Philip Seymour Hoffman and with who my vote is Marissa Tomei to be added to the statues?
Okay.
Okay. Ever see the movie where Philip Seymour Hoffman is making love with her, and he's like naked?
Marissa Tomei? No.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my
I
life.
can imagine.
Oh my god.
Both
Never seen
visually
it.
and the noise they would make.
God.
The beer gut
Terrible.
Is,
Picture this. You're a little deer. You're walking through the forest.
Macaroni in a pot. All right.
You see a whale?
Intern Shane, who are you throwing in?
You guys picked a lot of good ones.
Yeah, we did.
Let me guess, an anime designer.
No.
Come on, 90s kid.
Shut up about that already. I am a 90s kid.
All right, just answer. What do you got, brother?
Jim Cummings.
Watch your mouth, sir.
Who?
The voice actor for Winnie the Pooh.
Ooh,
Okay.
Hey, Chris Early took the one I was trying to think of earlier. Robin Williams.
Oh, bother.
Oh, right.
Oh.
That's the one I
Yeah.
forgot earlier. But Robin Williams.
Let me see. Maybe he's on the list.
He's gotta
Definitely.
be.
Roger Williams is on the list. No, Robin Williams.
That's
Maybe
it.
it could be because he took his own life. I don't know.
Actually, he didn't. He died from a rare form of dementia.
But what are we really talking about here? We're
Is
talking
it,
about
did he?
Robin
Yeah.
Williams?
I
No.
just watched
Yeah.
a 2020
you.
documentary.
Is that
on
how they're
him.
spinning it now?
It's
Yeah.
it's called.
That's how they're spinning it, huh?
He did hang himself, but it was as a form of yeah. I
it was
won't
to
get into
conserve
it.
the animals. He hung himself
Yes.
to conserve the animals.
Who was that? So I can. throw
Chris
this.
Early also said Frank
White Claw.
Sinatra.
Yeah, if Sinatra's on that list. That's a good one. Sinatra's already on there.
Chris,
Dean
you're
Martin.
Googling.
Dean Martin better be on that list.
What are we actually adding up here? Just people we know?
Yeah.
we
American
like a lot?
heroes.
American heroes.
That deserved a statue
Define it.
in the garden.
Is it a statue, or are we adding their name to a wall?
No,
like
no,
the,
they get a full-blown statue. Like
Vietnam.
Aunt Jemima gets a full-blown bottle.
Like, that's why I'm so proud of you for the Dolly Parton. I would love to see that statue.
Oh
Well,
my
that's supposed to
God.
be going up
That'd
at
be
the
a
Capitol
nice-
grounds in Tennessee.
Can you imagine the
Right.
bird poop though?
You know how easy it would be to topple that statue? Just too easy. You just tug. All right, let's go back to the wheel. Next topic. Oh, yeah. Who do you think should be in there? Keep on typing in your comments.
Alex Trebek is in the comments.
Oh,
so it's
Alex Trebek
Canadian.
is part of the new list.
Good.
What about Carrie Fisher and all the other Star Wars actors who died over the years during the trilogy, sequel trilogy?
The other names that have been added by Trump include Neil Armstrong, Woody Guthrie, that's a singer-songwriter, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and, yes, Jeopardy host Alex Trebek.
Ooh,
Okay.
cool.
So we can add outsiders.
All right.
Bobby
to
Knight.
American. Bobby Knight.
Maybe they'll have a full hero section and then just people we like section. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just people we dig.
Heroes and almost heroes, right. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Fred Flintstone. Tiptoeing before he starts bowling.
Yeah.
What do we got? Kamala Harris resigns the Senate seat.
Good riddance.
Ah, and you're gone. All right, so let's go over this one.
Politics.
Politics. Oh,
I
yeah,
was just
another one of
thinking that, babe.
politics.
Exactly. We were lied to. We were sold a bill of goods.
So Kamala Harris resigns the Senate seat ahead of inauguration. So Vice President-elect officially has submitted her resignation from a seat in the U.S. Senate on January 18th, 2 days before Inauguration Day. She says this, quote, I can't do a good Kamala Harris, but she does have this annoying laugh, which is like the fake laugh, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah. So as I resign from the Senate, I am preparing to take an oath that would have preside over it. Harris wrote in her resignation letter. Senator turned Vice President Walter Mondale once pointed out the Vice Presidency is the only office in our government that belongs to both the executive branch and the legislative branch. Okay, my question to you guys: who's the best Vice President of all time? Who is the best VP of all time? Give you a little time to think. If you know it, type in your comments. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to hit down like. Don't forget to share. Who is the greatest vice president of all time in your opinion? There's only one correct answer. James Pradke, we went to you first. We'll go to you last now. Intern Shane, can't wait to hear this one.
Thank God.
I'm curious to how many people in here can name how many vice presidents they can even name.
I got them all. Too easy.
I know you
I can
know.
barely.
That's why I'm just
name
happy
any
you
of them.
didn't go to
I'm
me
doing the
first.
thing like Johnson, you know, like Alabama, Alaska.
Yeah.
What's that? Shane. who you-
Shane, just name any vice president, the first one that comes to your head, because that's probably your opinion. Robert, you're up.
Yeah. Skip. Just.
We'll
use
come back
the-
to you.
Use the Uno skip code.
I'm dabbling in my bad history, but Johnson was a vice Vice President, right?
Andrew Johnson. Yeah, who
For,
became the 17th president of the United States. He was Abraham Lincoln's second vice president. So you're going with Johnson?
No, that's not what I'm
Good
thinking.
answer.
Who am I thinking? What about LBJ? He was vice president, right?
LBJ
Kennedy,
was
right?
not was a vice president for John F. Kennedy, and the LBJ is also a Spanish word for adult times.
I got to go LBJ for a bit.
So you're going LBJ.
I would say LBJ. That's what I meant. LBJ.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you think LBJ?
Because that's a hard position to be put in when your president gets shot and you bring the nation out. In the
But
middle
not
of a
if you
war.
help set it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Andrew Johnson
Well,
and
okay.
LBJ both had their
I'm just-
predecessors
All right, your
assassinated.
Could be. What do you got, James Bradkey?
Thomas Jefferson was a vice president, wasn't he?
Probably. No, he definitely
No.
was. Yeah, because
He was-
I think,
was.
I think
He was
him
was.
being
He
vice
was
president
John
prompted
Adams.
the
John Adams.
configuration of how they elected the vice
That's
president.
exactly right.
Because back in the day, how did it work, Lawyer Wayne?
Number
First-
one gets to be president. Number two gets to be vice president.
Right.
Trump
First-
will be vice president right now.
First loser is the vice president.
Yep.
Right. So you're going TJ.
We should
I
get back
am.
to that.
What do you
That's
got,
so much
Red Pill
better.
Jen?
Can I? Okay, I'm going to say Joe Biden because of the memes. Not
Okay.
because he was a great VP, but
Because
because that
he's got two distinct
presidency.
sets of memes. Because back in the day,
Yes.
it was buddy Joe Biden.
Yes.
Like he was wholesome.
With
and,
Obama
he was hanging out
and
with Obama
Biden.
like he was your bro.
Yeah.
He was very harmless. And now it's creepy Joe Biden. And
So
got a
yeah,
whole
I'm-
different set.
The
Because
sniffing.
the Obama Biden meme pairing is to this
Yeah.
day one of my very. I laugh. I don't care if I've seen it 100,000 times. I still laugh.
Lawyer Wayne, what's your answer?
Oh, it's easy. Dick Cheney.
You're going with Dick Cheney.
Yes.
He just wanted to say dick on the air.
Dick Cheney's the best president.
Why Dick Cheney?
Because he's one of the best examples of the power behind the throne.
Oh,
It's true.
Like George Bush, kind of a goofy guy with the right last name and the right connections, and they got Dick Cheney on there to bring what they used to call gravitas. No, Dick Cheney was there to run things, and he ran things more than any vice president, probably certainly in modern history.
That,
he took one of the most active roles ever.
Yeah, that movie that they made was just for that. I'll give him that.
And
The movie they made with
Dick?
was
Was it Dick?
Christian Bale, right?
something like that. Yeah, where he put on all that
Don't
weight.
think it was called Dick. I think it might have been called something
sorry.
else, but
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll Google it.
Bay,
Bush.
you're going with Bush.
I think it was called.
You're going with George Herbert Walker Bush, who was vice president under Ronald Wilson Reagan. Wow.
Because his family go all the way back, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Did you know George Herbert Walker Bush was also in the CIA?
Yes.
Who's head of the CIA?
And was also on a task team involving the assassination of a certain president. He was in Dallas that day.
He was.
Yep.
Well, how about that?
He was in
saying.
Skull and Bone Society.
I
He's got a lot of connections.
I don't
He
know
knows a lot
anything
of-
about that.
He knows a lot of the right people, and I bet he
Still
had
my
a
favorite
small
choice.
hand in picking Dick Cheney. So.
Still no Andrew Johnson.
Still goes back
Nobody
to Cheney.
said Gore.
Oh God.
Well,
Michael Gray.
he did invent the internet.
He did invent the internet.
Right, he saved the polar bears.
He's an inconvenient truth.
He is an
Inconsiderate
inconvenient
truth. Yes.
So he invented the internet back in
See,
1969.
I have a special hatred for Gore because I lived in Florida during the time of the hanging Chad.
The hanging
so,
Chad.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And we had
interesting. He didn't even
Jeb
win his own
Bush as
state of
president.
Tennessee.
One of
when
the
he was-
few presidential candidates to ever concede twice.
Oh, Al. Yeah, he after the election goes.
Because he
No, wait,
conceded,
wait. I
and they
just
took it
kidding.
back. He rescinded. And they
JK.
conceded again.
And you're all wrong. The best vice president of all
Yeah.
time has got to be overall Calvin Coolidge.
Calvin Coolidge.
Yeah,
If anyone ever remembers
Now,
that.
he was president.
Yep.
Who was he vice president to?
Warren G. Harding. Warren
Okay.
G. Harding died. Okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
All right. And Calvin took over and he goes like this. All right, business. Go make money. Because the business of America is business.
Dollar bills, y'all.
That's right. And we had the roaring 20s. Right. And everyone spent too much on credit and they go,
Oh, is that the robber baron
you want
years?
that
where
back?
and then
You want
what happened in the 20s?
yeah.
Outbreak, right?
Yeah, they did have an
Yeah, the
outbreak.
Spanish,
The Spanish
wasn't it the
flu?
Spanish flu? Yeah.
Something around that.
they led to the,
That was during that was during Warren G. Harding's time, though. Actually, that was from Woodrow Wilson and into Warren G. Harding.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So Coolidge just led us into the depression.
Oh, yes. Intern Shane, your answer after reading people's comments.
Dick Cheney.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Two votes for Cheney.
What was that movie?
Yeah, what was the name of that movie?
Are you thinking of W? Was it W, like the one that was about George Bush? Or
No,
was
there's
it
one where
specifically
Christian. I haven't seen the
about-
movies.
You mean the Christian Bale one?
I know Christian Bale played.
Yes,
Dick
that
Cheney.
one is so good.
I've never heard. I didn't realize
I
there was a
still
movie.
haven't seen that, but I've heard a lot of good things.
All right, let's go to the wheel. Here we go.
Oh, great. Please don't be freaking political.
Come on, politics.
Yes,
Man
thank you. There is a God.
Man bun.
So, funny story. The
Oh, God.
well,
Can you spin it again?
the journalism teacher that I had that I talked about on the show once.
Yeah.
He had a man bun.
Okay.
That was hilarious.
That makes
Shane.
sense. No, that does make sense.
Yep.
Well, all right, here we go. So on this one, for the man bun, the story is police, a teen with a man bun chased after crash involving stolen car in Antioch. Do you want to see the man bun?
Always.
Yes, please.
Yeah? All right, here, let's go to the man bun.
Man
I
bun.
want to see if it's a real man bun, like a Jason Momoa man bun, or if it's one of those little wussy.
I think it's a Jason Momoa man bun.
Ooh.
I think so. That's my
Come
guess.
to mama, babies.
Here we go. Now I got to look
Yes,
for man
yes.
bun. All right, so here's your man bun.
Oh,
There
no.
he is.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, that's no Jason Momoa.
That looked like
baby.
a
Well,
really
he's
a
got a
man bun.
bandage or something on his
No,
chin.
that's the same
so-
hairstyle that my teacher had. The exact same.
That's not really a man bun.
No,
bud.
that's not.
Yeah,
It's
let's
not a
talk.
man
Let's
bun.
talk about
Like a man
this.
tuft.
An,
So
eight-
what's- so
an
what's the
18-year-old
question?
driver with a man bun wearing all black clothing was chased by Metro officers. This is out of Nashville, by the way, after police said that he crashed a stolen vehicle in Antioch and ran off early Thursday morning. Now, a warrant states that a vague description of the driver was provided to officers by the people involved in the wreck at Haywood Lane and Antioch Pike. Haywood.
Hey, what LBJ?
Yeah. We had a guy.
James just
Ever
gets
hear
it.
of what's his name? Jablomi?
That's what I just
I
said.
have not.
Right. The guy's first name?
Yeah, his last name's Mr. Jablomi.
Right.
Okay.
So nonetheless, who said that the teen claimed that the car was stolen, so he was going to run. So the police report alleges that an officer located the teen, identified as Horace. The guy's name is Horace.
Bless his heart.
Nice.
But after identifying himself as an officer, the guy continued running. And he was captured after a short time when the officer grabbed
The man bun.
The trash.
The man bun. Please let it be the man bun.
I wish it was. I wish it was.
I just read Chris
Eh.
Early's comment on this.
I know, that's why I'm laughing.
What
I
did
can't
Chris
stop
say?
laughing.
Looks like a trash bag.
Kind of does, Chris. We'll just call him Hefty Horace.
It's just
The more I look at it, he's absolutely right.
just Photoshop his head on somebody taking out the trash.
Oh, that's so
Hefty
messed
Horace.
up, Chris.
Chris, I miss you over on YouTube comments.
Well, they found a
Traitor.
loaded pistol in Horace's waistband.
Wow.
And and that was reported stolen as
Oh,
well.
I cannot see the trash bag.
He was arrested and booked into Metro Jail on multiple charges, including evading arrest and being in possession of a man bun.
Can you just pull up
Stolen
a picture
weapon.
of a trash bag?
I'll Photoshop it later, I promise.
That's pretty
I might
good.
Photoshop that.
Oh my
Or
god.
what about that meme where it's like, ew, I stepped in a trash bag or something like that? It's just.
Here's the question. Man buns, yay or nay? Should they be legal, illegal? What are your thoughts?
Nay.
All right, Bay, you go first on this one.
No, it's your hair. You do what you want with it.
There you go. Now, as for are they sexy?
I'm not attracted to males.
I'm sorry, woman buns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Leia? Yeah.
Oh.
No, those are space
yes.
buns. They're
Space
different.
buns.
Yeah.
Lawyer Wayne?
A luscious head of hair is a sign of good health, good genetics.
Right.
And a man bun is a way of displaying that you have it, but also keeping it out of the way for enabling things like combat and such. This is why the samurai have them.
Right.
Best
And
answer ever.
and styled properly and with the right, Jason Momoa style body or appropriate clothing. I think It's a perfect fashion accessory.
Are man buns showing off?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a form of showing
it's
off.
peacocking.
It's peacocking.
It's a peacock putting their feathers up, saying,
Right.
"Look at the feathers I can afford to carry around because I'm that healthy."
Red Pill Jen, are you attracted to man buns?
How are you gonna make me follow that? I'm gonna say yes if it's a Jason Momoa style man bun, because I have to just how do you follow that? I mean, just salute, cheers.
Is there a
But-
difference between man bun and ponytail?
Oh well, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
it's only about 4 inches down.
Well, because here's
One is combat effective, one is not. If you have a
yeah,
ponytail,
a ponytail's a
you're gonna get
liability.
grabbed in a fight. Exactly.
ponytail is a there's
Yeah.
a reason why when you see us women who really actually know how to throw hands, if you see us put our hair in a bun, you're done.
If you see her stab the chopstick through
Yeah.
it, that means she's getting ready for something.
Oh,
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Now see this. I agree
Oh, I
with
know.
with Lloyd. Oh, get over yourself.
Okay. James Pradke, we're
Yeah.
moving forward. All right. If man buns are accepted, what about guys wearing pigtails? Is that acceptable in the near future?
Oh God.
I know some dudes
So-
that already do that.
Yeah, and there's probably some guys out there who already do. It's not my thing. You all do you. But I'll tell you, if I catch my sons doing something like that,
Yeah.
I'm coming at them with a
pair of scissors?
with a pair of clippers.
Okay.
Now, let's clarify. We're
Clippers,
talking about if
not
you
just
want to
scissors.
braid something, it needs to be the beard, right?
Uh-huh.
If you
That's
got
right.
some
Wait.
nice
I'm
pigtails in your
working on that.
beard,
What about Willie Nelson?
Dwarven style.
What about the Wendy's?
No.
No,
No.
that's like Willie Nelson. I think is the only man that should be allowed to get away with the double braid thing.
No.
Okay.
You know?
Rob, what do you say? Are you going to go man bum in the near future?
I can't do it. No,
Okay.
No. But I do envy those who can.
You envy it.
I do.
Right.
It's an option.
Other than Momoa, who's another celebrity that you can claim has a man bun?
DiCaprio did for a while there.
Yeah,
Heath
there's
Ledger?
been they've all.
Steven Seagal.
The men who
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Really?
Seagal.
Well, he's a samurai though. He does that.
No, he's not a real samurai. This guy's got his ass handed to him in real
did
bars.
Tom Cruise do it in Last Samurai?
I
don't think he did.
I think he had something similar. I think he
Well-
had the little pulled back and tied up. Yeah.
No, that was one of those fake scrunchies to cover up the
Intern-
Scientology.
Right, the
Antenna.
Scientology. Intern Shane?
First, I just want to say that I was waving to Ava because she was having her thumbs down, and I'm like, I agree. But
Oh,
but at the same time, like what Bay said, it's your hair. You can do whatever you want with it. But in my opinion, I'm not a fan of the hairstyle. Well, unless it's Jason Momoa, because
Unless it's Momoa.
he actually did rocked it.
There we go.
Momoa could rock anything.
Dude,
Next one. Let's go back to the wheel. Goodbye, garbage bag guy.
Goodbye, hefty
Okay.
horse.
Yeah, that's a short, high ponytail.
Let's spin the
That's what I
wheel.
think
Pathetic.
too. Yeah.
I love this game.
Let's see what's going to land on next. And for the picker wheel, it is now Vagina Candle.
God.
Oh, yes.
Erica Badu.
No, this is not Erica Badu.
Let's just make sure we politicize this somehow.
Yeah, because you know we will.
Here we go.
It's a
Let me-
vagina
Grab it
candle.
by
It's
the
called-
vagina candle.
It's called the Joe Biden candle.
So here we go. Gwyneth Paltrow, her vagina candle reportedly explodes inside a woman's home.
I have no comment about it.
That context sounds so wrong on so many levels.
Why is the only woman and the owner of a candle business, do I feel like when he comes up with the question?
This was just one of the headlining news where Gwyneth Paltrow candle didn't pass the smell test. This is according to a report. So the candle is called "This Smells Like My Vagina." Okay, that's what it's called. That's the official title for it. All right.
Chris Early, no, I don't know if it comes with a scratch and sniff sticker.
All right.
Oh God.
Well, the actress, okay, she sells this on Goop.
That's her lifestyle website.
Okay, Goop.
Goop. G-O-O-P.
Glad it's not Gush. Well, it said that the flame it exploded into flames in the living room of a UK woman who won the odoriferous product in a quiz.
Flaming.
So the 50-year-old woman, she said that the candle exploded and emitted huge flames with bits flying everywhere.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so she said that I've never seen anything like it. The whole thing was ablaze, and it was too hot to touch. There was an inferno in the room. And the smell. Oh, the smell.
Wait. So the vagina candles, that's something you put your vagina over, right? Like you
No. It's literally supposed
to smell like
smell like her JJ.
Look at,
Yeah.
I thought you might have been adding some accelerant to
so
it.
we do have a candle expert in the room. You have some candle smells, right?
Yeah.
What are
First
some
of all,
what are the popular ones?
we're not friends anymore. Dragon's blood.
Yeah,
Which
dragon's
would go
blood. Smells like
beautifully.
dragon's blood,
Which
right?
would it does. Let's see.
That would-
Sandalwood.
That would be a
Sandalwood.
Targaryen
French
candle.
vanilla.
French vanilla.
Tobacco.
And Gwyneth Paltrow has
And Paltrow
candles
pussy.
vagina.
that are
cat. Pussy cat. You know how much it costs
Meow.
to get the Paltrow
It's like
scented?
$50.
It's
How much?
$75.
Is it 75? Yeah, I knew it was more. It was a lot.
$5?
$75 for a 48-year-old pussy cat.
Is it- Honey, she's more like 50.
Yeah, wait. Alexa. How old is Gwyneth Paltrow? Yeah, she's probably older than that.
Yeah, she's like 49.
Gwyneth Paltrow is 48 years old.
Oh.
She was born
That's
on
a
September
lie.
27th,
I researched my competitors.
1972.
That's right.
That's a lie.
Was the smell modeled after her vagina?
Yes.
Yes, it was. I read the whole story
Right.
behind it.
Competitors, you know how they make knockoff ones? Well, they sell a similar one called red salmon.
I'm not going to be doing that in case anyone wondered about.
Seabreeze.
Yes.
Red.
Yeah. Yeah, competitors sell knockoff candles of this called, the clam boat. Interesting.
Red salmon. Okay. Cute, Joe.
Anyone here want to buy it?
I really do now.
I'll make it.
I
I'll
gotta
tell you
know
what.
what it is. I gotta know what it smells like.
For free, we'll buy it for you if you want it. Anyone?
I need one.
I'll make it.
No. How do you make it? You got to get her stuff.
I mean, I'm not going to make it with my stuff. You're
No,
crazy.
but it's got to
You
be
gotta
her
get it with
stuff.
the gush.
The gush.
The goop.
The goop. Goop.
The goop gush.
Okay, so I'm dying. What's the question?
No question. Moving forward.
Oh my God.
Good.
So
plan.
was
Moving forward. That's all over
here,
Wynn's face.
Before you move forward,
Yeah.
can
What do
I
you got,
ask,
James?
Does it? Are we getting the exploding one with the bits?
We're going to the wheel.
I'm just gonna say that if Gwyneth
light it
Paltrow is
out.
We're trying to figure
exploding-
out what he can put in a beer.
Let's go to the wheel.
He's gonna be on it.
Ain't nobody trying to be left burning.
If her bits explode in my living room, I'm making some bank.
I don't want to just buy it if it's not exciting, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
At this point, I'm praying for politics. The red salmon candle coming soon to Moscow.
Weed for kids. Weed for kids.
We talking about dandelions?
Weed for kids. Are you for weed for kids or not? Let's take a look. All right. So, weed for kids.
Oh boy.
15 pounds of marijuana disguised as gifts for children found in luggage at the Nashville airport.
Whoa.
So, a traveler
Who was that big dummy?
a traveler faces several charges after police said that they found approximately 15 pounds of marijuana disguised as presents in his luggage at the Nashville International Airport.
Where he come from?
Well, this fool doesn't realize Christmas is over. So after the airport police said that a drug canine alerted officers to a gray hardshell suitcase on a United Airlines flight from Chicago. So the officers located the owner of the luggage, identified in a warrant as a guy named Adrian. And they obtained a warrant to search his bag. Inside the bag, the police found 2 FedEx boxes, which the guy claimed were presents for his 6 and 8-year-old nieces. When investigators searched the box, opened up the wrapping paper, boom, found 11 vacuum-sealed packages containing 15 pounds of marijuana. Mm-hmm.
What the hell kind of gift was he bringing home with those 15 pounds?
How does he? How do people still think that they're going to get away with this? There must be people getting away with weed going through airports.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
There has to be, right?
Yeah.
So he's booked into Metro Jail, drug possession and being a felon in possession of a weapon. Oh no, they found the weapon.
Wonder if he was next to Horace the Hefty Bag.
So yeah, they found paraphernalia used for the drugs as well as a loaded handgun. Why is he packing a handgun in there?
Because he's an
For the
American
kids.
that believes in the Second Amendment?
I hear
America-
you.
Hey, add him to the Heroes Monument. Number one.
It's like the
Heroes
Heroes
Monument.
Monument.
The Bud Light commercial. Real American hero.
But the thing is, he knew better. He's a felon with a gun and had drugs on him.
Did he bring a gun through the
Yeah.
airport? Is that what they're suggesting?
In the suitcase.
I don't know about
Checked it
that.
in.
Homeboy just said IDGAF.
Actually, well, I guess if you're not a felon, I think you can fly with
You
it checked.
You
You
can
can-
as
you-
long as it's
you
checked
can?
and it's locked. But it
Okay.
can't be loaded.
The airlines are really,
like you have to lock
desperate
it.
right now. They're not checking stuff. They're just like, get on the plane.
Get on.
Buy a damn ticket. Get
You're
on.
right, you're right.
No, you
Whatever
have to you have to
want.
check it. You have to apply a gun lock. You have to declare it when you
You'd
purchase
think
your
they check
ticket.
beforehand
That
to
was-
see if
They
you're a
do.
felon with the
That was
mean, yeah,
that
you
was
would think.
pre-COVID. Now it's just
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
let's get on the plane.
Just pay your $15 and get on the plane.
How come I can't get a gun shipped from Jersey to Tennessee then?
You can.
You just need to know the right people to call.
Yeah. You need a Form 4 and a
What if
gun
it's
store.
not a legal gun?
You just need to know the right,
right people to call.
James, I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Yeah, I got you covered.
All right, let's go to the next one.
One thing though, Chris Spivey actually called it pot for tots.
Pot for
Pot
tots.
for tots, I love it.
Brilliant.
It
Brilliant.
is. Chris
Pot for
Spivey,
tots.
He's a man.
Spivey, I'm sorry.
That's
Oh, you're
pretty good.
I know him from
Pot for
Facebook.
tots.
Sounds like we're
Pot for
starting a
tots.
bunch of foundations here.
All right, let's go to the spin.
Weed for kids.
It's better than weed for kids.
It's a good beer from Gladiator Brew.
Yeah, it's a very good beer.
I got more here.
Oh! Politics
Yes.
All right.
Nickelodeon.
There's a shocker.
Finally.
Well, that's all that
Finally.
stuff started when Vote or Die came out.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
Vote or die.
Yeah. Well,
Have you guys seen the latest commercial?
No.
All right, let me show you.
Almost every kids channel network is getting political. Even Disney Channel is.
What do you mean even? Especially. They've always been political.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm stuck watching it. Wayne can tell you. He knows too.
97
I don't watch
I don't
Disney
watch it.
Channel.
I don't watch Disney Channel anymore.
watch Disney
but I do
Plus.
know.
My bad.
Because I'm rich.
Here's the latest for the Nick News for Nickelodeon kids.
197 to impeach President Trump.
I don't know what impeach means. What does that actually mean?
Impeachment is when an elected official is formally charged with
Something
breaking
you
their
don't
oath
need
of
to
office
know
or
yet.
committing a crime. In this case, President Trump is charged with inciting
I'm glad they
violence
use such
against the
flattering
government
pictures of the
United
president.
States after the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Impeachment is
God.
actually only the first step in taking action against an elected official.
What has to happen now?
Next, the Senate can choose to begin a trial where they'll review evidence and hear from witnesses. Then, they must vote to decide whether or not the president will be removed from office. Only 2 other presidents have been impeached.
Like my mom and dad always say, actions have consequences.
She wasn't reading that at all.
Okay, here's my question. Does this suck or not for kids? Bay, you go first, man.
Nowadays it do.
Yeah. Why? Why do this for kids? Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know.
It's a way of them already, a younger age of them picking their sides already.
Oh, you think this is politically motivated?
Yep.
It's early
Yeah.
indoctrination.
Interesting. Rob, what do you think of this? You saw the commercial, right? Or at least just a part of it.
Yeah, I saw the commercial. I think it is. I think it was a very biased way to present it, but I think overall it's a great platform to start reaching out for civil responsibility for kids. They know they're going to have to. When else would you teach them? When should you start teaching a child civil responsibility about politics and how things?
Like, I loved Animaniacs, the president stuff. You know
seen
what I
the new
mean?
one?
I loved when Animaniacs would teach me about the states.
Yeah.
And if it was politics, it was about presidents or vice presidents, and they would do it in song and dance. This seems like an actual news broadcast,
It's indoctrination.
like from Vox or something.
First of all, it's not indoctrination. Second of all, it's the biggest thing about it is that they're responding to what is happening in their homes. You hear your parents talk about these big things that are going on because we're all so divisive right now.
So should it be or should it not be up to the parents to relay what they are speaking about to their child?
Well,
And not leave it into the hands of a network.
Well, stop letting networks raise their kids.
Yeah.
Where's the ultimate responsibility fall to?
Intern Shane, as someone who still watches Nickelodeon to this day.
I do not. But I will say, your comment on Animaniacs made me think of something. So, you know how they made the reboot of Animaniacs, the remake, right?
Yeah.
Well, you said that back then they would like talk about like the presidents and make it fun and stuff or political stuff. I think it was the very first episode. They also made it very one-sided as
Did they
well by
really?
making fun of Trump in some way.
Really?
The Golden Cyclops.
Yeah.
Really?
They did.
They brought back Animaniacs and they made it like...
Yeah.
Yeah, the first episode, like what Bay said, they made fun of Trump by making him look like a Cyclops, like an orange Cyclops with brown hair, not brown, gold hair.
Because they said, and Wacko said, yeah, we sold out.
And the thing is...
Oh, yeah? Did he say it?
Yeah,
yep, he said it.
So, Robert, I just have to say, indoctrination, the process of teaching a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically, quote, used in a sentence, I would never subject children to religious indoctrination, according to Oxford Languages.
Yeah, take that.
Booyah.
For sure.
Yeah. James.
There was nothing indoctrinating about that video at all.
It literally was uncritical.
I think that's debatable. I think that's debatable.
It was
Sure.
one-sided
Sure, it's debatable,
and
but
biased.
then right-wing media should make their own cartoons. Make your own dang cartoons.
But the point is they didn't.
They do,
though.
and then they get taken off of YouTube.
The point is they didn't. So that's a very one-sided view, and so that's why I look at it as indoctrination, because it's not critical.
I agree.
Well, I think it's great.
Yeah, moving forward. James, you got kids?
Yes, I've got 2 boys.
Okay, they just watched this.
So this pisses me the hell off.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Well, because there's a couple of reasons. First of all, let kids be kids, right? If I'm going to set them in front of a TV, I set them in front of a TV for entertainment. I don't set them in front of a TV for political indoctrination. That's what teachers are for.
But that's why I call television programming.
That's what teachers are for, is to indoctrinate our children.
Well, I mean, teachers are
Leave the
there
political indoctrination to the school
to
systems.
teach.
Yeah.
And parents are there to teach.
I want to see slime.
Classic.
Yeah, exactly. Let them watch slime.
Right.
You know? I mean, let them be kids.
I agree with your point.
Why are we forcing these kids to grow up way too fast in the first place? Second thing is, and this is what really gets me, is that because, and I'm highly sensitive to the idea of programming and deprogramming, and I listened to an MSNBC broadcast where it was said that tens of millions of Americans need to be deprogrammed.
Yeah, I heard that clip.
And so, you know, I'm that in and of itself, to me, Nickelodeon is buying into the idea that that Americans need to be deprogrammed, and the best way to do that is to influence the child.
I hear you. I hear you.
Absolutely.
So my kids will never watch Nickelodeon again.
There you go. There you go. Lawyer Wayne, you got 9 of them.
You know, when I was a kid, when the impeachment was going on, my dad would turn off the radio when news about the impeachment came on because of the adult subject matter involved.
I did
So
not
I
have
didn't
relations.
I didn't get to hear all about it. I appreciate that our modern politics have moved beyond that sort of stuff, so that I could let my kids watch all the stuff about the impeachment they want without worrying about introducing them to the wrong sort of things.
When I was a kid, the cartoons that I used to watch...
Like 3 years ago?
I mean, like when I was 8.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yesterday.
Which is literally like...
So what year was that?
Not Fire
He was born
We're
in
not talking
90.
about Fire
He was
Force.
born in 97, and he calls himself a 90s kid.
All right.
I am
Anyway.
a 90s kid.
All right,
No, you're
finish your
not.
statement,
Yes, I am.
and we got to move forward.
Okay, but when I was a kid,
not.
like maybe 5-6 years old, the cartoons that I used to watch, they didn't do stuff like that. But when they did, like say around like a new election came around, they instead made it fun. Like they didn't do anything like one-sided or like anything brainwashing like or something like this. They made it fun to vote or get into politics by making the cartoon characters of that network
It's too
be
obvious.
involved in it.
Like when Sesame
they made
Street,
it fun back
when
then.
Sesame Street did, when the riots were happening in the summer, okay, and Sesame Street obviously took the side. I mean, there is some type of yes, chosen side, as Wacko said. What did Wacko say? Bang.
In
yeah,
the
he
reboot
said, yeah, we
cartoon.
sold out.
Yeah, we sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they're not teaching.
If you're gonna report it, to children, bottom line is you
Next
need to
topic.
report both sides. That's
Next
it.
topic. Moving forward. Here we go. All right. So back to the wheel. The wheel of the news roulette. Just down to a few more topics
Oh,
here.
you forgot to take away weed for children.
Oh, we'll have to do it again then.
Uh-oh.
If it goes on there.
Oh, COVID-19.
Oh, wow.
I think this is rigged.
COVID-19 camps. Oh my God. This is what we should have started off with, but let's take a look. This is crazy. Have you guys heard this yet?
No. Is it like summer camps? Can I send my kids?
Send your kids away, they don't come back. Hello, mother.
Is this how they're going to populate Mars?
German quarantine breakers to be held in refugee camps, detention centers.
Is it really Germany?
Mm-hmm.
Where have we heard this
The
before?
Germans have the
That's
best
a
camps.
bad look.
They
Where have we heard this before?
Very efficient.
All right, so
They
Germans
got
who,
the train tracks laid down and everything.
oh my God, Germans who reportedly refused to quarantine after being exposed to COVID-19 will be held in detention centers. I'm getting this from the New York Post. Now, even under a police guard, and this is according to reports. So officials in the state of Saxony, which is experiencing one of its worst outbreaks in the European nation, they already approved plans to hold quarantine breakers in a fenced-off section of a refugee camp. Wow. Another state in Germany, Brandenburg. Oh, the Brandenburg Gates. That's where Ronald Reagan gave his famous speech. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Well, he said that Brandenburg Gates has plans to use a section of a refugee camp for its COVID-19 quarantine camp. Another one, repeat offenders in Schleswig-Holstein. That's the name of the place.
Did you really just do that?
Yeah, not bad, right?
I am super impressed. Yeah.
Das ist gut.
Yeah.
Well, repeat offenders.
As a German, I approve.
Absolutely.
Guten Tag.
Well, and then I ruined it with an absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, repeat offenders will be kept in a special area in a juvenile detention center, okay? And the report also says that the, let me see if I can get this one, the Baden-Württemberg
Okay, that was not so good.
has 2 hospitals with rooms to hold the scofflaws, which will be guarded by police. Yeah, the centers are aimed on detaining only those who break lockdown, even after being fined.
Okay, well, hold on. That changes it up a little bit. I think maybe.
No,
sort of.
not for me.
If only New York City had that.
Oh my God!
For those darn folks that kept violating the mayor's orders, he could have.
The non-legislative.
The guys that dressed in the funny hats and stuff,
with the hiding their man.
refusing their.
Isn't it a little bit the same though? I mean, honest question. I'm not being sarcastic. But isn't that kind of similar to the whole non-autonomous zone thing they had going on?
Chaz?
I'm asking because you know.
Capitol
you guys
Hill
know me on
Autonomous
this.
Zone?
Here's my question. Here's my question.
I need more beer.
Is this coming to the States? Your predictions. Lawyer Wayne, what do you think?
No.
No?
No. We wouldn't ever dare, because we are a good people. We don't violate these mandates or woman dates. When our leaders tell us to do things, we generally speaking go along with it.
Now that you said that, what is the
Woman
opposite
dates.
of what you just said?
The opposite is well, then, I think we've had internment camps before.
That
I
we
seem to
did.
remember some Supreme Court cases about them saying it was fine.
Japanese, Italian Americans.
And in the same way,
Colorado, remember?
So I guess if we can
Signed by
lock you
who?
up for being Japanese, we can certainly lock you up for being COVID unfriendly.
Rob,
A women to that.
Rob, what do you think when you hear something like this?
Depends on the sector where they're talking about.
Yeah.
If it needs to happen, it needs to happen.
That wouldn't be a violation of any constitutional rights?
No, it would definitely be a violation, but we're always talking about the greater good. You have to define what is the greater good against your moral duty to stand in juxtaposition against what is best for the nation. Is we do that every day. It's
right.
It's really not a violation of anybody's rights.
Oh, it would be if you're thrown into a concentration camp, as a lot of people on one side of the aisle like to call them.
We did it before for the greater good. We do it all the time.
And was
When
that
did
right?
we do it before though?
Japanese Americans, Italian Americans in Colorado.
That's how we got
Sorry.
Musubi, allegedly.
Signed by FDR, by the way.
I was
I mean,
commenting.
it's important for us to stand outside of ourselves and say what is for the greater good. We do it all the time.
Yeah, but-
James?
I really like Utopian Harvest.
Good answer.
Cheers.
Your beers.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely wrong.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Why? Why do you think it's
well?
wrong?
I think it, like you're saying, it's an infringement on your constitutional rights and your civil liberties and freedom to move about and to be you. The virus, we have ways of controlling that. We have an educational process that teaches people what it means to quarantine themselves. Why should the government feel that they need to pluck every person with COVID-19 and take them out and put them in a camp? I just don't get that.
These camps aren't limited to people that are COVID positive, are they, though?
That's
different.
These are
Violators.
Actual quarantine is fine, and that's always been. If someone actually has the disease, telling them you're not allowed to run around and infect everybody else. No one has a problem with that. We're talking about COVID protocol violators, is what I heard.
Yeah.
That is, I won't follow your rules because I don't want to.
Yeah, he read. I remember where he had read exactly that, where they've already been given the warning and they've been fined, and they still refuse to quarantine at home, and so now they're going to go and take them and put them into this tight-run security.
So let's say
area.
Biden, just to be the devil's advocate, let's say Biden does his whole, hey, we're going to quarantine for 6 weeks, right?
Okay.
Across the United States. Somebody goes out without a mask.
Yeah.
Right? All of a sudden, you're in violation because he put a mandate out there that you were going to wear a mask.
Depends.
So you could be cited.
We here in the States, like an executive order such as that would have to come down from the states.
Well, that's true. However, he is putting into place, he's going to sign an executive order that requires Americans to wear masks for the first 100 days.
Where states could
only
say...
only on federal.
Right.
Federal.
Where
right.
states could go, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
They could, but they could do the other side of
They
that.
could.
too.
Oh,
governor
I'm
could
sure
do
they
that.
will. Right.
A governor or a mayor could issue an order like that.
So you're
Let's say we did
talking
that in
about-
Clarksville. Let's say our mayor said, you know what? You violate my quarantine orders, I'm putting you in a camp.
Yeah.
Downtown Commons is now, we're going to make everybody hang out
There you
there.
go.
Yeah.
Well, there's
And so
already
is-
there's already been
tents up.
people that have been arrested in Nashville and fined in Nashville.
But we don't have the camps yet.
Don't
See?
we?
Yeah,
don't,
he says,
Don't
yeah.
we always
Good,
already do that? Isn't that what we call laws and order? I mean, isn't that law and order?
Well, define the
Don't-
law, because laws are passed by legislative bodies.
That would be
And
tough.
voted on.
That would be tough to pass as a law. But we
Right.
could do it as a mandate or a woman date.
Okay.
And that's
And
what
Would you stop with that?
So here's amen, a woman.
Amen. Amen.
So
I'm not sexist here.
I would say let's look at who has successfully beat the virus already, right? How did they do that? It was either voluntary, collaboration across the country, or it was forced mandates executed by the government, right?
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Who
else-
You're saying who beat the virus is the only people that listen to laws?
is either people who were mandated to listen to the laws and had
People who beat the virus?
for people who beat the virus. Yeah.
No.
You mean like got better? Or
Wait,
like,
what's your
Country-
definition of
whole
beat
country-
the virus?
Whole countries. Like, why is New Zealand such a great country that beat the virus?
Okay, can I ask you a question then? And this is an honest question. Look, where did it start, right? I mean, not to
China?
start China.
No,
the
Thank you.
U.S. military.
Anyway,
developed a virus.
it started in
Probably,
China.
probably from
Infected.
LBJ.
Now here's the thing. Okay, it started in China. What did China do that most Asian countries? What did I can't talk. Thank this is great beer. Most Asian countries do that nobody else did. They wear masks, right? So how is it that the whole virus started there and imploded and killed so many people, but yet they were already putting these precautions in place?
Well,
It doesn't
China's
make
already
sense.
won. They already beat the virus. I
They
looked it
did,
up.
but
Oh, yeah,
how?
the numbers.
They
Yeah.
beat 'em.
I looked at
Yeah,
the
of
numbers.
course, they're zero.
They're
Of
zero.
course, yeah,
Well, Rob,
yeah.
you're bringing up New Zealand, okay? Why do you say New Zealand is a great example?
It's just for low count of active viruses.
Yeah,
right?
but look at
geography.
Well, so is Hawaii. Like
look at
Hawaii
where-
right now, it's a
Well,
because they enforce.
and what do they have in what do they have in common?
Because they enforce mandates.
They're both islands
Yeah, but they enforce
Yeah.
but it could
with
kill.
small population.
But it could kill an island very quickly.
And
If
also
they don't
New
enforce-
Zealand-
They know that if they don't quarantine and keep their people in check, or set
Of a virus that has a 99.7 survival rate.
Well, you don't know until it's on your island.
And New Zealand has played
there's
some
a point. I hear you.
pretty archaic.
Islands are very
Could have
fast.
been worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Or I think it could be worse if you're not on an island.
Well, think about this. If this
Travelers
virus,
from
let's say this
everywhere.
virus had a 99% death rate. Let's flip it, right? If we knew if a new virus came out tomorrow, COVID 2021, right, and it had a 99% death rate, if you got it, you're going to die most likely, right? We would be very comfortable with very strict laws saying if you have this, if you don't voluntarily lock yourself away, men with guns are going to come and put you in a box until you're better.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
die.
but that's not the situation we're looking at.
That's why this is controversial.
But maybe
it's
you need-
because the perceived threat of this is so low to the general population. And when we hear things like, "Oh, we're going to take away and put you in camps," we're like, for what? For something that's less dangerous than driving without a seatbelt? Come on.
Right.
But if this were serious, if this were like Spanish flu style serious or worse, and that's why I'm worried that this virus, because it's so, for lack of a better word, safe, it's not that bad.
It's also very unstable.
Someday we're going to have a real pandemic, something with a 5% death rate, 20%.
yeah, the bird flu is going to.
This was the
Well,
crying
Wayne-
wolf. We're going to look back on this and say, it's just like coronavirus, and then we're all going to die.
Well,
You've seen the theories, right?
But this is the thing: we should always treat any rapid pandemic the same way. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I disagree.
I disagree with you.
No,
So
that's good
this
that
is
we
what
can
I'm saying,
disagree,
because
right.
you need to start getting into the methodology of understanding that by doing this, you shorten the lifespan, you save people within the community.
I get what you're saying by having a template. I get that.
Yes,
I understand that. You're right.
Yes.
Protocols. No doubt about it.
Protocols, but it's also it's socialization of the process, right?
That's too close to socialism.
It's
word.
socialization.
Oh, that's a little
of
close.
process,
That's
right?
ooh.
Yeah, of the process, though.
When you say there's a pandemic,
Yeah.
it should trigger something in your brain that makes you
Right.
think I have a civic duty to protect people, no matter the death rate, no
And
matter the.
we have a civic.
I call it natural selection.
And I understand that part, and I got a question about that to you in just a moment, Bay. And Rob, the word pandemic will get dumbed down. I truly believe politicians, whenever you give them enough power, they will definitely want more and use it. And trying to get that power back from them, lawyer Wayne, trying to get that power back that you give, that's tough. That is tough. To get the power that has been given to the governors of New York and Jersey, get those poor people up there. Good luck. Good luck getting that back. But I hear what you're saying on having the protocols. But if that protocol means giving up so much freedom and rights, that's an issue.
Okay, then at what percentage point of death fatality of any virus are you willing to start giving up your rights?
Let's see. I made a mistake after 9/11 because I was naive. I was just the Patriot Act, okay?
Okay.
Which is, hey, spy on me. And I was back in the day, a young guy, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. Tap my stuff. Read
Yeah,
my
and
emails.
Look what happened.
Right. I was wrong. I was wrong.
You know who's right is Chris Early. I mean, again, this guy, I love this guy. He says those that give up freedom for security, you deserve neither.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say that, so thanks for jumping in.
Yeah. Sorry, that was Chris's fault.
Right.
He's a listener. You know?
One-liners.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that, but and that's why it's always got to be debated.
But
there's always got to be conversation about it, and having just a set template and following that set template, it's got to be moldable. It's got to be changeable. It really does, because each different situation is a different situation.
I have no problem with things being dynamic, right, and addressing things as they come up. But but what we know is that following very strict mandates, whether it's 75% death rate or 2% death rate, will stop it immediately if you follow the mandate.
That's not exactly true either.
That's not true, because then how do you build herd immunity?
That's not facts. That's pure opinion right there.
How could you possibly allow a virus to multiply and contaminate people if they are not in contact?
Because, Rob, it's a virus. This is an airborne
It's not
virus.
gonna die.
Now, let me ask you a question about AIDS.
It's not going to die. How does a virus live without a
How do you
host?
stop the spread of AIDS? You don't have sex. You know what I'm saying? You don't share needles.
What about Ryan White?
You know what I'm saying?
He was a 9-year-old child who had blood transfusions.
Yeah, but
that
before
rare
all that
exception.
testing.
Right.
Bloodborne diseases are easier to control, and when we think about something serious like AIDS, for example, we have some pretty strict ideas about how people with AIDS ought to behave. They ought not to donate blood. Right? They ought not to engage in unprotected sex with
And
people
if
who
you
share
don't tell
needles.
somebody, isn't it actually considered like attempted murder?
In
some
Tennessee, there's a
places?
crime of knowingly exposing someone to AIDS.
How do we stop Ebola from spreading?
It's also a bloodborne
By
disease.
not going to the Ebola River.
True.
Right.
For sure. Bathing in the Ebola River, right? In Africa, in the Ebola virus outbreak, it is very common for that community to bury their dead. They bury their dead. They get infected by coming in contact with blood from those people. So what do our physicians go in and do? Do not do this. Do not touch your dead. Do not bury
When
them.
it's something as serious as Ebola, I understand that. But when it's something like take the COVID-19, where herd immunity is really one way of really overtaking this.
Yeah.
I mean, then
if they don't touch the dead, what if that was your grandmother? Would
Here's
you just
where
say
you're
let
sort
her
of on
rot?
the same page.
If it
but
meant
I think,
that I was going to rot, I mean, what are we talking about?
All right.
I think you're sort of on
we
the
gotta
same
move
page.
forward. We got to move forward.
It's a
on
sliding
this.
scale of how
Okay.
serious the thing is.
Bay, here, last question. Bay, real quick. You're told you have to go to a concentration camp for COVID-19.
That ain't gonna happen. No.
That's America. That's the majority of America.
No, I got my choice.
Okay.
If you sick staying, you don't want to go out, don't go out. You got the choice of doing stuff. That's a part of when you're born. And you got the choice to have a job. You got the choice to get married. You got the choice to have kids. You choose basically everything you do in life.
Got the choice to pull out.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Got choices.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the wheel. Next topic. We're running out of topics, which is great. Let us know your comments. All right, and you know what? Look at the time. This is going to be our last one, too.
I'm going to have PTSD from that sound.
Apple gets sued!
Lawsuit.
Lawsuit. All right.
Can I
So,
get some of that money?
here
It's
we
a
go.
happy topic.
So what do you think Apple's getting sued over? Let me hear your guesses.
I know what my guess is.
What's your guess, Red Pill Jen?
My guess is for censorship over the whole thing with Parler and other.
Oh, so you're going with Parler.
Yeah.
Okay. Lawyer Wayne, what is your guess?
I hope it's more Fortnite stuff because they got sued the heck out of by Epic Games over Fortnite when they took Fortnite down from the App Store. And
Oh yeah, they did.
man, that
yeah.
case is it's still going on.
Fortnite.
That case is going to have a lot of consequences.
James, why is Apple getting sued? What do you think? We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Rob, what do you got?
Somebody finally came out and said that logo was theirs before.
Somebody else
The
used
apple with the bite.
Ain't it?
Trademark infringement.
Mark infringement.
Intern Shane?
The
Bay, look-
Fortnite thing.
Okay, Fortnite thing. James.
I'm still.
Bay.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
See, Apple doesn't control necessarily any of that.
Just say for having crappy phones.
Okay, so Apple's getting sued for not controlling all of that. I like it. Okay. The answer.
What is it?
There's a group suing Apple for not removing Telegram from its App Store.
Oh, I was wondering when
Yes.
Telegram was going to come up because
It was out all weekend.
What
Okay.
What is Telegram?
All right, so Telegram is, okay, you go on your phone, you can download Telegram, and you can talk and text and not have to worry about...
it's a messaging app.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like WhatsApp.
Just like Signal, but it's got far
it's like
fewer
text
permissions.
messages.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
It
I've
does.
learned about so many
Basically it
apps.
doesn't infringe on your privacy.
So crazy. So many apps like
But, you know,
have come to light.
Signal is the same company, and they were out all weekend long. I sent a message, and it took a day.
And this is what happens when you attempt or actually suppress. They get the exposure that they've never gotten before, billions of dollars worth of advertising.
Free.
Like
People realize I can text my friend on Telegram, and then Apple's like, whoa. What's going on here? You guys
I
are
want
talking
control
without
of
us?
your information.
I can't make any ad revenue off of this.
I would have sent it to you if there was actual confirmed evidence, but a friend of mine actually posted a graphic that showed the different permissions that were requested with each different messaging app. And it was like with Signal, there was 2. Telegram, there was 1. And then it went up to WhatsApp, and there was 10. And then Facebook was like 45.
So a Washington group is suing Apple for not taking action to remove the messaging app Telegram, alleging that the platform. This is what lawsuits.
How
now.
in the heck
Okay.
do they have standing?
this
Remember us
is
talking
what it's
about
come
standing?
down.
Tell me about this, please.
So, alleging that the platform is allowing violent and radical discussions related to the January 6th storming of the Capitol.
How is it my business as a consumer of Apple products to sue because they are allowing other people to do things that I don't like? That makes no sense.
In the lawsuit, the Coalition for a Safer Web, that's the group, alleges negligent infliction of emotional distress and violation of the California Business Code and seeks compensation for damages apart from pressuring Apple to remove the app from its virtual store.
That's like saying, oh, ISIS uses iPhones, so I should sue Apple because it bothers me that they're taking pictures. Like,
Can I sue that company?
this is
If-
going to get
if they
tossed
win?
out so fast on a standing.
I would hope so,
If
though.
it didn't, can
Rule
you
12
imagine?
B6 so fast.
If it didn't, can you imagine the precedent
That's like
it would set?
Oh, I got all kinds of complaints about what Apple allows on there.
Seriously.
Did you know that you can play Fortnite on Androids but not iPhones?
Here's why
I
I'm
hate
all
Fortnite.
for like Telegram, Signal, okay, all these other ones that with the data that or a lack thereof or no data collection like DuckDuckGo or whatever. James, you were auto texting something, right? Mm-hmm. What did it fill in for? You were telling me a story that how now when you
Autocorrect?
when you autocorrect, it autocorrects stuff that
yeah.
for you to purchase.
Yeah, that's right. So it's now using like predictive text. So when you are auto texting, it will tell you or make a suggestion on what you should put in there based on what it's reading around what you've already texted.
What was your example?
I can't remember. That was a while ago.
But you know, it also
Damn your beer.
it
I know.
capitalizes certain words too. Like I'm trying to
does.
think of one off the top of my head, but you'll just type a regular word, and if it is a company, it will automatically capitalize that company
TikTok
and make it a
it'll
proper
automatically
name.
put the extra T in the middle for TikTok,
Sure
which
will.
is nice.
Why does when I auto text at every time it all caps FUCK?
Cabernet.
Is that anyone else?
No, I get ducking.
You must use it a lot.
It's like all caps
Yep.
FUCK.
You probably
Have
use
you not
that
seen
word
those things
there.
on social media where they say "I am the king of" and then you just auto you
Yeah.
fill in the middle button.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best. I love those.
So Joe's is just
For unlawful carnal knowledge.
Unreal. All right. Well, I'm glad some light was shed on that. But you're right. If this does actually happen, that's going to be an interesting problem, huh?
I just think as a consumer of Apple, I should be able to sue that company and get some of the benefit.
Oh, I hope it's class action. I am also emotionally distressed by the existence of Telegram.
Exactly.
And
I'm
all
gonna
the
go
people on
buy
there,
an
such as the
iPhone.
Proud Boys,
Wayne.
and Milo Yiannopoulos,
Wayne.
and
So
Alex Jones.
So what is
and
is the point to
Ron
bring
Paul.
Wayne's
is
not
the
done.
point to bring that up just to drive some conversation to it, or they
The lawsuit,
really,
because it's going to toss so fast. They have no standing.
Then
why
why
could
waste the time?
consumers complain that you allow an app?
They're probably going to come out.
Because
They're
they
probably
want
come out with a new
us
phone.
to talk about it, so they can get some news and so they can get some
Watch,
donations.
it's
So they
almost
can
spring.
continue. It's like
Now here's the
this
thing.
organization?
Like take a site like Gab, okay?
What is
another
Gab?
thing I don't know. I don't.
Well, Gab's been around for years.
Signal, Telegram, Gab.
Gab's been around for years. It's kind of like a Facebook setup, and Apple does not allow it on its Apple side on
but
its
you
platform.
can get it on the web browser on the iPhone.
And here's the
anytime
thing.
you want.
Since the past week and a half, they have almost tripled their amount of users using it. Like, if you censor, and the left and the right, you guys got to both understand this. If you guys want to cancel something, you are giving it the biggest push that you can ever want.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know, like when
In a
they
certain
banned
market,
Alex
for
Jones,
sure.
I went and looked up Alex. I want to know what he's saying.
Right.
He says they're turning the friggin' frogs gay.
Banned from Twitter. They took the president off of Twitter. Where's he going to be? I'm going to follow on there. I can't wait to see what he has to say.
I want to know what he has to say
Right.
now. I never followed him on Twitter, but when he was on there,
It almost
now they
makes you
banned
wonder
him.
if it's somehow intentional.
No,
on
no.
the underside, you know?
You follow the who's in charge, and it's like Jack Dorsey, and now Twitter is just pretty much with with the expulsion of all of these conservatives, it's just going to be a cesspool of just left conversation. There's not going to be any more back and forth, and that's a problem. When
maybe
it's just preaching to the choir.
Maybe it's a feature. Maybe that's what Jack Dorsey and Twitter and the people that like Twitter want.
Yeah, and
I would argue against that because us on the left, me for sure, we have enough infighting to do between ourselves.
No,
We don't need any right wing people to come in there to fight amongst ourselves for sure.
And it's interesting, and that's why I'm glad that all point of views are able and allowed in here and accepted. So I appreciate that. No doubt about it. This is not Twitter. This is
one of the greatest parts of this show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, that and then we support Nazis.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Twitter. That's a joke.
Oh,
Facebook.
good. Please
Grammar
don't.
Nazis.
I wasn't going to.
Yeah, grammar Nazis.
Yeah.
Fashion police.
Hate those guys.
Right.
Gosh.
Fascist police.
Interchange. What'd you learn on the show today?
Well, I learned that there was that Nickelodeon is even one-sided now.
Yeah, they're a little biased there in their political reporting, but
Glad I stopped watching it years ago.
And here's the thing: I loved Rugrats, Doug, Rights.
Yeah, it was
Are they not doing this
baby.
anymore?
No, it's all
Real
on Netflix. It's all on Netflix.
Yeah.
You can get it all on Netflix
Hey
now
Arnold.
or Hulu.
Hey Arnold, hey Football Head.
They
Right.
have the movie of it on Netflix.
Nice job today, Intern Shane.
Thank you.
Rob, what'd you learn on the show today? Anything stand up for you?
I learned Nickelodeon was a thing.
Nickelodeon's still around.
I was really surprised that even Nickelodeon was a thing. Nickelodeon News surprised me for
You're right.
sure. Not sure what that is. I don't know why they have that. But
Well,
I'm sure.
remember MTV News, right? And who owns
do.
Nickelodeon?
Same company, Time
Surely
Warner.
it's Disney,
Right.
right?
Is it HBO?
I think it's Time
AT&T?
Warner.
Same company.
AT&T.
I don't know if that's changed recently, but I believe
It
MTV.
used to be Warner Broadcasting.
Right.
AKA
Interesting.
Time
Warner.
Warner. I believe. But
okay.
there's so much stuff that's changed since we've
Well,
all been under a
Alexa,
rock.
who
I mean,
owns Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon is owned by Viacom CBS
Viacom.
Domestic Media Networks and AT&T.
we like to
which is owned by Warner.
And
we like to
AT&T.
we like to criminalize all media. platforms
AT&T,
anymore.
which also owns the AT&T building in Nashville that got bombed.
Is there a
That's-
single media company that anybody in this room trusts?
Yes,
Nope.
Who?
the
Joe Padula Show.
Rob,
Still no.
Rob has problems accepting that.
Still no, because
James.
I've been on here almost a year.
Rob,
no.
thanks for hanging out today, brother. Appreciate you.
So I learned that Utopian Harvest is a great beer.
Oh yes, look at him go.
I was gonna
And-
go ahead and plug your beer. You didn't have to do it
Thank
yourself.
you. And that we're located at 214 Tiny Town. We've got trivia that's awesome. We've got live music, and we've got all sorts of cool stuff going on. So please come by and check us out. I also learned that Nickelodeon has really pissed me off. So I don't normally let my kids watch that.
3 for 3
anyway.
Nickelodeon so far. Wow.
Yeah. But I hadn't heard about Nickelodeon for a long time until I was watching football.
Why do you
this
think
weekend.
no news is talking about Nickelodeon with this stuff?
I think it's an effort to sneak it up under the radar.
Interesting.
It's too obvious. It's a great information resource when you're going to reach out to the younger audience.
'Cause I love Nickelodeon. I loved.
used to.
What was the?
He just likes the slime.
what was the?
They don't even do that anymore.
Summer Sanders used to host that show. That was good.
I knew it had to come back to some type of host with boobs. Jenny
She
McCarthy
didn't
started
have
out
boobs.
on. Oh no, that was MTV.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But
Nice job, James.
One last thing.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
There used to be television programming that was all about like the Bill, right? What was that song?
Yeah,
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
That was really cool. You know, that was a great
They-
way to
they
educate
played
kids
that at Austin P in
about
my
the
law class.
civil responsibilities and how things happened in the country.
Conjunction.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
your
Function.
Right.
I'm
How
just
bad
a
is it that
bill.
we all know that?
We've completely gotten away from that, and now we've gone completely left-sided because it's all about
Right.
programming.
Yeah, it seems the mission of informing is put to the side, and now it's a position of influencing.
But
Exactly.
did they not show that Bill Clinton got impeached? I mean,
You
what?
mean George Clinton?
Bill Clinton didn't he get impeached? I mean,
did
they
have
showed
him on
that
the infographic.
They
I don't
showed
think this
it.
thing was nearly as biased as some.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like this is what impeachment is.
Yeah, but
What happens after impeachment?
compare the images
Bill
of
Clinton.
Donald Trump to the image of Bill Clinton.
I think it's funny they compared Clinton Andrew Johnson and Donald Trump all together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Red Pill Chin.
That's a good group.
I learned either number one, if I'm gonna try and smuggle marijuana through the airport, do not do so as gifts, and if I do, make sure to use birthday wrapping paper.
There you go.
Not Christmas wrapping paper.
Then number 2. You said
That
number
was,
1.
That was it. Number one was don't do it, and number 2, if I'm gonna do it,
Very
make sure
good.
I use non-holiday specific paper.
Lawyer Wayne.
Germans,
Yeah.
bringing back the camps.
Bring it back to camps.
It's old school.
You want to sign the kids all up? Maybe we'll get a group discount.
Back to the good old days. You know what? I bet Germans run the best summer camps.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I bet they have program. I'm going to look it up after this.
I'm gonna
Could I
message
send my
Quinn.
kids to a German summer camp? Let them learn about German history, learn a little German. I bet they run some great camps for kids.
I bet you could send them some weed. In a
I
box.
don't know if it's legal
Wrapped
there
up.
or not.
They'll come back with some great
Germany.
taste in beer.
German summer camp.
I bet they're allowed to drink beer, like 14 or something, probably.
They got the Anne Frank hide and seek house.
I think it's in England. It's like 16 with a meal.
Oh, that was brutal. Thank God the show's almost done because now we're gone.
What'd you learn?
The candle.
Candles.
Poof.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble again.
Yep. Gwyneth Paltrow's flavored, scented, downstairs.
It's not flavored. Don't eat it.
I don't know.
Eat
Have
the
you liked
candles.
it?
How do you know, Wayne?
Yeah.
I don't think they're.
Hey, you know, if
intended to
he's
be
allowed a shameless plug, so my moth to a flame candles don't smell like vagina and they don't explode.
There you go.
So check me out
There you go.
on Facebook.
Or
Unless
maybe
you want
they
to,
do, unless you want that.
unless
Yeah.
you want them to,
Yeah.
and then I can make that
Send her a
happen
message.
for
I'm just going to put an
$79.95.
M80 into the wick.
$75. She'll
all
make the
it is.
candle however you want.
That's right, you got it, baby.
I want to know where the lady was putting her fingers when it exploded.
I don't. I do not want to
And the
know
can-
I
that.
still feel like she added some acceleration.
She did mention. She did mention her bits.
Laura Wicks goes to that bag.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let us know what you think. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, the whole bit. Definitely share this on your timeline and in your groups. And help us get over the shadow ban. Thanks for your comments. We'll get to them all. And don't forget, we got to start promoting this. Starting real soon here, we're going to have a subscription where you get exclusive videos and interactions besides what we do publicly. Yeah, you get the private show.
Oh,
Yeah, my fans.
great.
We'll call it my fans.
We should call
Or
it
fans only.
Joe Padula's OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Joe Padula's
There you
OnlyFans,
go.
where he just does Stallone impressions as a Japanese American.
Adrian.
All right. Hey, thanks again for allowing us, enabling us to have a conversation. The Joe Padula Show. America's Party with Purpose. Absolutely.
Hey y'all, this is Shelley Holiday, realtor at Remax North Star. So